We're here today with another EG hatchback. This one has a stock B18c1 in it with an eBay turbo kit attached. We've already fixed a couple issues. Spark plug tubes were full of oil. Valve cover grommets weren't sealing. We had a couple vacuum lines and other things of that nature to fix. Went over to the boost controller, made sure all that was squared away and good. I think I've got it ready to start tuning. We're going to roll into it. My clutch in here is making an awkward noise. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm gonna roll with it, but it kind of concerns me. Alright guys, this will be our first baseline pull with VTEC turned off, just to get a reference and baseline on what our air fuels are on the low cam. We were so lean on that one I had to let out. Let me correct that. Much better off that time. I think we're about ready to turn some VTEC on. Alright, so that was 4.3 pounds. Boost controller is turned off. We got a 3-port MAC valve on this one. Air fuels were pretty close. I'm going to add just a tick more right here around the 45,000 range, and we're going to go ahead and set up the VTEC tables and turn those on, and we'll be back afterwards. Alright, let's try the VTEC. I don't know if we're gonna go too lean, too rich, or what, but we're gonna give it a try. Air feels actually look really good. See what kind of boost we saw. 6 pounds. Alright, that's on 5.82 psi. Our air fuels actually look good. That was the red run prior to this backflip squiggly shit. Looks like we do got a little bit of boost creep, but boost is so low right now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that boost controller on for the next pull. Everything seems to be holding up just fine. Alright guys, that was a 4th gear pull instead of a 3rd, like before. 9 psi, still got some boost creep, is gradually making it to the peak horsepower by red line. But made 307 horsepower and 202 foot-pounds of torque. Air fuels were still good, so gonna give it more boost. Alright guys, that was 331 horsepower, 218 foot-pounds of torque, 11.65 psi. Not much more psi for the amount of duty I gave it through the controller, but we'll keep on moving forward. Alright guys, I cropped it. That's our base run versus our last run. You can see our boost graph is much more broader. We'll see if we can target that 14-15 psi range and see if we can hit the high 300s to 400 horsepower and be done. It's pretty hot today. Let's see exactly what it says. Pretty much 100 degrees up in here. We'll be back after I turn boost up. slap blowed my wideband out, but after the pull. And this thing just does not want to idle correctly. It's inconsistent. I believe the idle air control valve may be faulty. Matter of fact, let's just unplug it and disable it. See what becomes of that. But yeah, that was 15 psi, 366 horsepower, 230 foot-pounds of torque. But apparently something wasn't happy. That was either wheel spin or clutch slip. Let's go to speed. Set of engine RPM on here. So yeah, looking like we had some slippage for sure. I'm gonna tend to those issues and we'll be back. Alright guys, I'm sure you watch Booster Boys, and they always spray something on the tire when they have wheel spin. This is what I use. I'm pretty sure this is similar to what they use. I don't know why it's a fucking secret, but yeah, spray adhesive. Put it on the tire, like so. One application does the whole job. It'll last as long as we're on the dyno. A motherfucking smoke machine is what this thing is. Alright, 361, and she goes rich as shit up top. So I guess we're gonna be pulling some fuel. And let's see. She had more heat in her that time because I didn't give it a good chance to cool off. Made 13.5 psi. And that did make 361 horsepower and 252 foot-pounds of torque. Let's clear these other runs. Alright, we're going to try to clean up this area right here. Get some fuel out of it, and we'll be back. Alright, I just found this while the car was cooling off. Trying to look into this idle issue I'm sure y'all have noticed, and I've probably already mentioned, but that nipple goes to the back of the intake manifold. And yeah, I don't know what that ever went to, but there's no way we have been tuning the whole time with this humongous vacuum leak. But I could be wrong. I'm going to start with plugging that off and cranking her back up and making sure we still got a decent idle. I've noticed my idle's gotten way leaner than it was when I started. A lot choppier. So we'll see what happens. Alright, there we go. I got a bolt in it with a hose clamp. I have not changed anything in the tune. I haven't even pulled fuel out. I feel that I should do another pull without that boost leak there, and we try again. I hate to take fuel out and then we need it because of that issue. Alright, we are back. Intake temps have not cooled off, but the water temp has. And our idle is super low. Let me plug that idle air back in. We'll be back. All right, idle air is plugged back in and turned back on in the software. I don't think this thing works, to be honest, but let's find out. No, it looks like I'll manually be idling this up. So we've had a leak the whole time because my idle has never been this low. So let me adjust the throttle body plate so the idle's good. I'm just going to simulate what my foot's doing right there. It's going to have to get it to idle manually around 900 to 1000 RPMs, and we'll be back. Alright guys, we have a normal idle again. Had a couple vacuum leaks I had to fix. Let's attempt the same pull as we left off with. I'm not going to make any changes. Hopefully we don't hit a boost cut. Filled this shop full of smoke. Woo! Can't breathe. Alright, our temperature has gotten warmer. 101 degrees, 41% humidity. That pull was 344 horsepower. 237 foot-pounds of torque, and again that was 13 pounds of boost. So she went real rich, and we didn't make any more boost, so that could be temperature related. My main concern is where did all the damn smoke come from? Lots of it. I wonder if it's the turbo smoking or the motor circuit. To say about this thing. 1 minute it's smoking like a freight train, and the next it's not. My idle's higher than it was a minute ago. I think the turbo is hurt. It is literally burning my eyeballs. Alright guys, that blue run was our last pull. The orange run was the pull before that. I did not make any tune-up changes. The temperature and the humidity changed barely. Lost about 20 horsepower and 20 foot-pounds of torque. And it got richer. And my idle didn't used to sound like this. And I've always had smoke out of that, but not that bad. And I don't know if you guys saw the clip from previously before I had put it on the dyno. It was smoking out the exhaust real bad. Now it's doing that again too. And once again, it had cleared up, now it's come back. I believe it had a hurt piston and we just finished it off. I think I'm gonna jump into a leak down test. If it passes those results, then we'll keep moving forward, but I don't think it will. All right, that's cylinder 1. We're good there. All right, that's next in line, cylinder 3. She's fine. All right, guys, that's cylinder 4. And as you see, we've pumped 100 psi air pressure into the cylinder, and this gauge is showing us we have 40% leakage. You probably can't hear it on your TV, but there's a hissing coming out of here, and it shuts up when I remove it. She has a cracked ring one, but we're gonna go one more cylinder just to make sure it's only one cylinder. We got one more left. Hopefully that one's healthy and is just down one. Set of pistons and rods will fix this thing right up. Well, air compressor bled down some, but that's all we can get in it. So yeah, but we still got a good right amount of leakage. Over 60%, 70 to be exact. Probably got about 65 with the air we don't got in it. But that's 2 cylinders hurt. Cylinder 2 and cylinder 4. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Blowing some hot air out. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll be unstrapping this one. It's done. Just so you can see it again. This is the boost we started off with. 5 psi. This is where we ended up with 13. Our air fuels, none of the runs were lean. Every one of them goes rich. I hadn't got far enough to start pulling fuel out. I was gonna get the boost and things where we needed it, or close to where we wanted it, and then dial it all in. But sometimes you just don't make it that far. This is one of those. This is it for today, guys. I'm gonna unstrap this thing, clean up, and move on to the next job. It's hot as shit. Later, guys. Well, that's it. Gotta roll these windows up, and it's a wrap.